Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night. And the beer we're going for tonight is very much appropriate for the weather. It's from Arbor. It's this one. It is The Devil Made Me Brew It. And The Devil Made Me Brew It is a stout, an oatmeal stout, weighing in at 5.5% ABV. It's a full pint can and it's dry hopped. And yeah, on the side of the can it says, The Devil Made Me Brew It, a dry hop stout, premium strength oatmeal stout with a generous late addition of Citra, Mosaic, and Chinook hops. Now, whilst you might expect those kind of hops in an IPA, they're not overly common in your average stout. And I've had a couple of stouts where those kind of hops have featured, particularly Mosaic. There was one from the Colonel, which was absolutely fantastic. And there was another alcohol-free one from Brew, and that was brilliant as well. And we all know that Arbor make great beer at very, very sensible prices in full pint cans, which is awesome. So we know this is going to be good as well. The question is just how good will it be? So without further ado, we're going to get it out of its can into a glass and see what we think. We're going to pour it into my favourite stout receptacle, which is my Titanic goblet. The pour is dark, and it smelled lovely on the open. Let's get a bit of a head on that. There we go, that'll do. I'm not going to go nuts. What we got? We've got, actually that's pretty much jet black with just the tiniest hint of mahogany coming through at the bottom. That should be up close in a glass. Lovely head, solid 2 fingers worth, and it's pretty tight and compact. Looks great. Let's have a whiff. Yeah, see that? That combination of dark roasted malt and those hops, it just messes with every cell between my ears. You've got the roasted malt, then you've got that tropical edge, which, and this is going to sound weird, if you remember, I mean, I'm in my mid-40s, if you remember your childhood at school, you used to get those plastic wallets that kind of closed at the top, that you keep all your paperwork and your pens and pencils in. It has that kind of aroma. It's weird in a good way. It smells delicious, roasted and tropical. It just makes me want to sit and sniff it all night long. But we can't do that because I've got a video to finish recording, so get my nose out. It smells lovely. Really nice. Addictive, if you will. So yeah, it looks good, smells amazing. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. For a 5.5% of that, body's fantastic. Medium to medium heavy. Really good mouthfeel. Carbonation is soft, it's light. And the flavour is exactly what you'd expect. It's roasted. It's creamy. And then those hops are far more subtle in this beer than they have been in any other dry hopped beer with your typical IPA type hops in. But they add a little something that just cuts through. And if you were just given a pint of this and had a taste, you'd be like, that's nice. What is it? And then you're left hunting for it. Because you know there's something there. It's something a little different, a little interesting, and it makes you want to figure it all out. It does bring those slightly citrusy flavours. And I am really, really enjoying it. There is a bitterness that punches through. There is that juicy, fruity, hoppy thing that punches through. And you've got the roasted coffee, the chocolatey vibes, like creamy vanilla. And it's just wonderful. 2 things I really like about this beer. Number 1, the body's fantastic. And number 2, it's a really sessionable strength and it's packed full of flavour. far more flavour than a beer of this ABV and whatnot should, by rights, have. You know, at this ABV, flavours tend to be a little bit lighter. The body tends to be a little bit weaker. This is punching. Really enjoying that. Yes. Yes. So, but the devil made me brew it. That's the scoreboard. It's currently empty. And before we go on any further, I just got to double check. Yeah, they don't give you the full ingredients list. It just tells you that it contains barley and oats. Obviously, all the other bits and pieces are kind of a given. You know, malts, water, hops, yeast, etc., etc. But we're going to revisit the looks first of all. To give it the first score, and it's a great coloured beer. Lovely pour, nice head on it. Absolutely looks beautiful. Does it not? Dark as my soul, topped off with a nice head. Yeah, and very little colour coming through. It's wonderful. I'm going to give it the full point. And the aroma is the first clue that you got something really tasty in the glass. You get in there and you get the roasted malts, you get the coffee, you get hints of chocolate, then you get those tropical notes. You've got little citrus, little stone fruit, little grapefruit, and then you've got the whole lot mixed together that gives you those plastic wallet vibes. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's such a wonderful smell. It's that mixture of the roasted and the fruit. It just twists with your melon, and it's wonderful. Like I say, I could sit and sniff that all night long. It's getting a full point. The body, superb. It's 5.5%, and it's got the body of something more like an 8%. It's medium heavy. The carbonation is perfect. It's just the right amount, and it's soft and light, and it just works wonderfully. So yeah, it's having a full point for that. Superb effort there. And the flavour is beautiful. You get that beautiful bitter roasted malt up front that then kind of fades into that little punch of fruit, that little citrusy hit, that little stone fruit hit. And it's just wonderful. You get the creamy vanilla as well on the odd occasion. And it just is wonderful. It's not in your face. It leaves you wanting to hunt for that flavour and just have another sip and let it do its thing. It's having a point. And the finish. I like my stouts bitter and roasty, and this delivers in a big way. This is where you get most of the coffee. It's that real dark roasted malt, that little hint of dark chocolate, and the coffee just sits there on the back end. And if you just let it permeate throughout your mouth, every now and then you just get that little hint of vanilla and that little hint of the citrus, and it's fantastic. So I'm giving it a full point, which means it's got a full 5 out of 5. Really, really glad that this is a good one. So we go to the bonus points. Would I buy it again? Absolutely, I would. 100%. And value for money. Arbor beers are always value for money. They're big pint cans and they're sensibly priced, and the beer is fantastic, which always helps. So yeah, superb effort yet again from the boys and girls at Arbor. Bonus point. Is it one of the best stouts I've had this year? Yes, it is. Could it be one of the best ones I've had this year? It has certainly got that possibility. Why am I going to give it the bonus? Well, it's got massive flavour at a sensible ABV at an even more sensible price. Can't beat that combination if you ask me. So yes, I'm going to give it the full bonus, which means that Arbor's Devil Made Me Brew It has got all the points. Yes, very happy with that. Very, very happy with that, as should the boys and girls at Arbor be. They make consistently brilliant beer at sensible prices that people want to drink. Why are they not bigger? I don't know. They should be. But all I know is that when I see an Arbor beer at my usual supplier of the House of Trembling Madness, I'm going to buy it to try it out, because everything they do is brilliant at all ABV levels, right down from the alcohol-free up to the bigger stuff. So yeah, there we go. If you like your stouts a little bit different, packed full of flavour at a sessionable ABV in pint cans, then you absolutely must give this beer a try. And we'll leave it there and say, that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.